Hey everyone, check my voice. Now my voice is okay. Now my voice is okay. Now my voice is okay. That's good. Um, so okay, this is my just to-do list. What I need to do in next. So I just plan my 15 days launch roadmap because it's been 123 days. Uh, I have been working on this project. So yeah, and last 4 days I just I have been researching about AI pipeline and AI architecture. So I end up with this entire document. So my coding style is like nowadays. So you can see I'm doing hype coding, but I learn, I research, and I understand mental model. Then I create the context and I provide context to AI chatbot, and then AI chatbot create code. But so if you look at my document about AI pipeline, so it's a huge just for AI pipeline. Again, the code base, the flow, everything I have created. Now I just paste here, and now you can see as I have completed the shared folder code base, and now tell me which part should I focus next, which code base. So right now I am implementing AI pipeline. So in my existing workflow, so I'm building AI tools to automate business operation and workflow. And this platform also act as a real-time collaborative platform. And my ultimate goal is to let user one individual can run entire company. So nowadays, most of the American startup they follow they they are focusing on automatic coding part. So now coding part become easier than before, but it's still, if you look at as a individual developer uh, like us, so we are documenting everything manually. Okay, and this is for only coding part, coding workflow. Okay, right? So I'm doing all the manual documenting research like that. But what about after launching your project? You have to do marketing, you have to research about product, your product direction, the user feedback, all the stuff. And so as an individual developer, this platform enhance your understanding about your product, your business, and with help of some tools. So here I have two interface. One is Canvas, second is document. Just you have to ask AI to they can research about your product roadmap. Any you can use for any use case, and then you can convert your document into a visual. For example, maybe mind map or flowchart or maybe Kanban board, a to-do list like that. That's things I'm building. Okay, let's copy this is the now this part is done. Now next is task resolution. Okay, so this is the folder structure I have. Task resolution, runtime, task resolution. This part. Let's understand. Okay, so I already have code base and even I have the understanding. Okay, so this in this file in this here I only organize my uh, folder structures. If you say, look at this is my first when I start with, then I evolve, I understand, then again I refactor, and then I end up with this uh, evolving, yeah, E for evolving, and then four. This is the iteration of four, and the prompt ownership, AI core contract. task resolution. Now, if you want to understand what task resolution is, I already documented. So it's very simple. Like in any AI tools, particularly in my case, the task resolution is kind of like a transform human intent into machine intent. So you have to figure out your prompt, which means user prompt, natural language into machine understanding, so that based on my use case, it can uh, ask any large language model to give the structure output. Yeah. So guys, I want to say something like, if you really are running a platform or creating your own startup or any project, I recommend you just document your stuff. So not only you can understand, but let's say if you bring someone in your project, so you can share your document and they can learn. This way, all the enterprise level project or code base, they document it. Once you document it, it becomes very easy for you, as well as, let's say now you want to immediately refactor. So maybe you forget something, okay, what this code is all about. So you can just read out, and yeah. And as I am alone in this project, so it's very crucial for me to understand, because and even I'm not sure about this AI pipeline, so I have to iterate a lot, because my philosophy says I start with word, I convert that word into idea, and then I convert that particular idea into a strategy, then I convert a strategy into approach, and then approach to execution, and then execution into implementation. That's this pipeline. Because I don't think so idea can help you out, because you have to implement, but you need this entire pipeline, right? This pipeline is applicable for anything. Maybe you are building this project, maybe you are a YouTuber, whatever it is. I hope that makes sense to you. Right now, before writing any line of codes with AI, last 4 days I have been researching and understanding how AI pipeline works so that I can create a smooth and scalable pipeline. Even right now, I'm just implementing AI as an assistant, not fully agent. For that, you need a different infrastructure. So I have finalized this task resolution code base. So in my architecture, do I only need this task resolution or do I need a separate code base task? You can look at because this two folder was for so they were exist previously, but I finalized only task resolution. But now also want to know only in my architecture follow I need task resolution or the task also. Now to write these files, do you have enough information or do you need something so you can understand better to write proper and align with existing? Well, I want architecture B because user have to send the output format from a surface level, and it can be canvas or document. So we have two options for first from prompt, which is from uh, chat interface, a prompt interface, and second is context aware. So from canvas surface, these three output must be given, which means has to send. But from document surface, always it would be document uh, in this Hudson one. In Hudson one, canvas surface has to send the output format. It can be flowchart, mind map, and Kanban board. And for document, so document has only one output format, that is document. So you have to make it default document. This is my roughly idea. Now you tell me which architecture would be best, architecture A or B? Because my ultimate goal, user can get more benefit and uh, better experience. So which architecture I have to follow? Just you tell me. Hey, how you doing? Hey, buddy, how you doing? Well, right now I'm building AI tools which automate business operation and business workflow. And this platform also it's a real-time collaborative platform. So my ultimate goal is to create a tools where one human can run entire company. So my target is my target audience are the developer and founders. So American company are focusing on automate a coding part, but after launching your product or your business, you have to research about your product direction, maybe the marketing, all this stuff, right? So that's part I want to automate. Now I am implementing AI as an assistant. So more of assistant, less of agent. So 15 to 20% agent, 80% of assistant. So assistant means it's a AI workflow. And agent means you need a different kind of infrastructure. So I already fixed my 80% code base. Now just I have AI implementation and UI modification. So last 4 days, I'm just I have been researching and working on AI pipeline. So yesterday I have created a finalized pipeline, and now today, before writing any line of code with help of AI, I'm just understanding how AI will create. So before writing code, I'm just providing all the context, my architecture rules. So this way I use AI. So you can see I'm doing hype coding, but it's not like hype coding, just copy paste and randomly pick up. I'm just understanding before, yeah, inserting all the code in my existing code base. And if you look at my code base, this code base it's very large, which is almost 68,000 lines of code and more than 800 plus files. It's a very huge code base now. So that's why I need to, I cannot mess around. So you're building market, market where dev will sell to business system. Well, I think developer and founders, like for example, if I talk about myself, so right now I'm even I'm just manually adding all this stuff, right? Because my ultimate goal should be solving a real problem. But if you look at, I'm just researching all the things manually. It takes a lot of time, right? So, but as a developer, but in future, if you look at, one human can run entire company. So you have to create entire infrastructure. So as I said, American company they are creating coding automation infrastructure. No, here I'm not a middleman. As I told you, I'm creating a tools. That tools helps a developer and uh, founder, so they can organize their workplace. They can automate their workplace. So yeah, it's a SaaS platform, which means this platform it's a interface where you automate your workflow. A business, yeah. Well, I'm from West Bengal in India. Now, if you look at, I'm doing manually all this stuff, so I know how painful it is. Like, if you are a developer and just if you're not focusing your part, but you are focusing other part, because if you understand the problem, like why we are hiring a team, because we are delegating our tasks to team member. But right now we are entering a agentic era, so we can delegate our tasks to agent. So agent can act as a human, so they can ask tools, maybe they can research about their product, finance, or like you can imagine anything agent can do. If you know OpenClaw, so now OpenClaw can handle a lot of things, right? So that's the ultimate goal. We are going toward the agentic era, right? So, but I also observe American all the startup they are focusing agentic infrastructure. So they are just creating infrastructure, but we have to create a tools on top of that. I hope that makes sense. So my platform it's kind of like interface for founder and developer. So right now my okay, so let me show you my current tech stack. Current tech stack. So for front end, like I'm using Next.js app router and then React, Zustand, React Query, Zod, Satsuen UI, React Flow. So React Flow for Canvas UI rendering, and then DND Kit, which for like drag and drop for Kanban board, and then live blocks. This is the infrastructure for real-time collaboration. And for backend, I'm using Next.js Server Action, and then TypeScript MongoDB, and this is the architecture, So DD. This is my current stack. And if you understand my architecture, like what type of architecture I'm following, so let me give you platform pipeline, current system architecture. Mm, okay, this is a system architecture. System so okay, pipeline. Now I forget where is. Okay, I don't know. Where is my document, man? System not here. Anyways, like I can show you exactly what type of architecture I'm following because this code base is very huge. So I separate all the things. Okay, so this code base not only if you work on any SaaS platform or any MNC or any big company, so they separate their code base based on execution, not based on implementation. This is this is a there is huge difference between execution approach versus implementation approach. So while the tutorial, even I have uploaded a 10 project. That project is not similar to this project because this project is very scalable and so I can work with team member. I don't have to provide the entire code base. So let's say you are working on UI or maybe some features, and even though you have to test out, you have to apply unit test. So if your code is coupling, so you cannot apply unit test. But yeah, similarly, I also follow that rules. So if I share a particular task or particular code base, you can run, you can unit test. So yeah, and this type of code, guys, you cannot see any. Okay, so work by. I hope okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Okay, I just okay now here you go. So this is a recommended task resolution, task resolution tools for you. Well, this is my finalized idea about tax resolution rules. And so here I have separate like from prompt versus context aware. So, so from a prompt, I can provide okay creation stuff, but I also want to I think add. Let's say if a user want to prompt something, uh, and they select, and maybe they can create okay optimize or maybe analyze this entire code. So in that case, should I operate on that particular things, or I can put strict rules? Okay, if they only choose from AI action menu bar, okay, maybe improve, summarize, then it only can summarize. Or I can create some maybe template or for like in from prompt, let's say summarize this board, improve this board, summarize the document or improve the document from user prompt interface. What should I follow? Should I go with my current version, or should I enhance the user experience? Can you tell me? Hey, buddy, how you doing? if I want to create a prompt as a universal interface, I have to strictly define something like I cannot say like modify a node for that particular node because then user interface cannot understand which node I'm talking about. But let's say if I say summarize this entire board, then it can apply the entire board, right? So this type of I have to adjust, or I have to allow from a prompt. But from a context error, they can select entire things and they can apply. But from a prompt interface, I think it must be uh, summarized entire code base like that. So can you tell me the approach? How can I understand how will it work this way? Ah, I just I went to get a water. Now, can you create a document for prompt AI rules and context aware rules? So I can understand how what prompt can do and what context aware can do. So I can understand. So now you can see how I try to understand my my base and implementation. Now, one thing I also understand. So, like nowadays, like for example, this chatbot. Okay, so this is the AI ChatGPT. So here I can ask anything. But now my question is, okay, so if you look at the Notion, Notion also provide this type of things like this: summarize this page, analyze for insight. These two things, right? So this is called selection. From here I can select and then it can run, right? But now I have to upgrade my things. But and here also Notion allows us to uh, drag and drop. So now this chatbot can has context, then it can operate one. That's this way Notion uh, has been, yeah, has solved. So, so I'm also figuring out what should I do. Uh, should I do this way, or I can fully like, yeah, from prompt and context ever. I wo- let's chat with it. In this document, you said the selection rule. So the selection rule apply only context ever and then through prompt. But in Notion, I also observe there is a template like suggestion called summarize this document. Right. So this is not prompt. Okay. So I think this is a suggestion out of that input box. So if I select, then particular document will be summarized. So now can you tell me should I add this type of suggestion apart from or instead of a prompt, or I can apply this type of things. Yeah, user can summarize through prompt, or maybe they can select particular suggestion. What do you think? How can I improve user experience? Now, what? What did you say? What is skill? What do you mean by that? So right now I'm just researching about my product uh, interaction AI rules, because when I clear about my product AI rules, then this chatbot can write a proper code. code. Alright, so first I have to understand what I'm doing, what I want to build. So I already plan all the stuff. You can see if you follow me since 7 days. So now I'm just researching because AI pipeline is not deterministic, as you know, guys. So, but we have to create a workflow which can work sort of uh, the way we want. Now, as I added a new entry method suggestion, so I want you to rewrite my document about this. This way Miro provides suggestion. When I select mind map, I got this. When I select Kanban board, I got this. And also when I select uh, document, I got this. So for creation, I got this suggestion. So like so this way I should also apply this type of suggestion because this suggestion is a general suggestion. It's not particular domain specific suggestion. So should I create this suggestion? If I want to create this suggestion, so should I change my AI interaction model? Because previous one was about the only improve, analyze, and transform through suggestion. But now here we will also uh, provide this through suggestion about creation. So tell me, how can I improve user experience? And you have to understand this is a general suggestion, not particular specific domain. Now, as I including my creation inside suggestion based approach. So can you tell me, can you redefine and recreate my previous AI interaction model document?